All right. Welcome to episode 8.
Episode 8! Hey, 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 hey. How you doing? Episode 8. Again with a new format.
How you doing?
How you doing today?
How you
Welcome
doing?
back. Hope you enjoy. We got some good videos for you.
Brian's riding solo in his chair right now.
He is.
Dan's window is lined up perfectly.
Let's sit up here, Brian. Let's be excited for this because you got our new format and some good videos to watch.
You gotta get good posture. Good posture.
Good posture.
Good posture.
There he goes. He's up and awake. All right, so let's just dive into it. So this first video, you guys might have seen it. I'm sure it's pretty much gone viral at this point, but it takes place in New York on the trains. And the name of the video is "Man Slaps Girl on NYC Train." So I'm gonna play the video, and I'll pause at a crucial point, and we can talk about what just happened.
A crucial point.
And go.
I'm just done. Get your money up. All right? Done. All right?
What'd she say, done?
Don't
nobody want Steve Adams no more.
What the why you stood just like that? Your eyes
Watch all the white people flee.
You sound stupid.
Dirty bitch. Oh my god.
So
She got destroyed.
every time I see this, I still feel the same way. And that was a good slap. That man.
I still feel the
laid a
same
good
way.
slap.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's wearing the world's worst jacket, though.
And that
World's
hat,
worst jacket.
the whole ensemble is pretty.
The hat too.
I never even noticed the hat before until right now. He's wearing like a hunter hat, like a hunter's hat. He's like going out to shoot deer, but he has a big number 8 on the back of his jacket. It's like a jersey
They're
jacket.
jackets. They were really big in the 80s. They were like tough guy jackets back in the 80s, and now they're just like.
Yeah, it's not the 80s anymore though. So you're like 3 decades behind, tough guy.
All right,
Oh yeah.
let's
He's way behind.
let's finish the video and then we can finish discussing it.
Run, white people, run!
That dude is huge.
This guy gets me every time.
That's great. That's a good place to leave it.
That's a good place. I mean,
Yo, that's like Wolverine if he gave up and became overweight.
Yes,
that's great. So
definitely.
I have to say, I mean,
Oh my
there's
god.
definitely a bunch of drama, I guess you could say, going on in that train. I don't know if he should have slapped her, but she definitely punched him in the face first. So I mean, she definitely, I could say, had it coming.
Yeah, she asked for it. I think that she got what was coming to her.
They did get arrested. 4 people got arrested from the train, and then there was actually another article where the guy said he was sad
What's up?
that he couldn't wear his number 8 jacket anymore from his. It was apparently like a minor league jacket from his pitching days or
What's
something.
that?
That 8 jacket? No, it's
Yeah.
not.
I know
That's
it's not.
Some-
It's
That's not true at all.
That's what he said.
Alright, I'll
Apparently,
be
he was
down
sad
after
he couldn't
this.
wear it because it's so noticeable. Because obviously, no one wears that jacket
I'll be
anymore.
down.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Brian, you are muted if you didn't know.
I don't
didn't
know what
know.
he's doing.
I have people to talk to.
Jesus.
So
Oh,
anyway,
yeah,
that was that video. So I think we should just pretty much jump into the next one.
Wait,
Well,
no.
no, wait a second. We didn't really talk to Brian about that at all.
We got
Have you
a video,
ever-
Brian.
Have you ever been in a position where you thought you could hit a girl, Brian?
I gotta think, because a lot of people make me angry. So.
And if she was like getting in your face, if she was
So
like,
this is the
if she
closest.
hit you first, like in the video. If that was you.
I've never ever swung at a girl, but the closest I've been to where I felt like I was justified on my stance, and Dan always brings up the story, was New Year's Eve. It was New Year's Eve, and this girl was already like wasted, and it was 10:30, and we were waiting to get
10:30.
drinks. It was 10:30. It wasn't even New Year's yet, and we were all waiting to get drinks, and it's a super crowded bar. It's Philly on New Year's Eve, and this girl throws her drink immediately in my face. I have no idea who she is, and I don't even react to that. I literally just am like, whatever, it's New Year's Eve, it's gonna happen. There's no sense getting angry, because it doesn't matter.
It was unprovoked. You didn't. You were just standing
No,
there.
I literally was just waiting for a drink, and she literally just like slurred and threw her drink in my face. So I
Was she
just
just trying to hit you in the face?
she like threw the drink, like she just literally threw it like that, like
Oh, and hit you.
yeah. So I didn't
Okay.
care. Like I said, I let it go. But then she's like got in my face. Like again, I have no idea who this person is. So she gets in my face, and she literally just starts like digging her heel into my ankle. So like just to not be confrontational as best I could, I did like the box out, like I did one of these moves where I kind of just like,
Mhm.
and Dan said he looked over and this girl was literally just like shoving her whole weight into me, and I'm literally just like standing, I'm literally just standing there because I know the bouncers are all looking at me, right? I'm like I'm a guy and it's a freaking out girl. I'm literally just like keeping my arms inwards, but like still kind of like leaning into it so that way she can't push me as easily. But that was the closest I ever got. I would
Yeah,
say.
That's pretty. That shows a lot of restraint.
For that story, pretty much what happened was I already had a beer at that point, so I turned around as I'm sipping my beer, and I was just like, nope, and I just kept drinking my beer and went to the other side of the table.
Dude, it was terrible. It was like, and the best part was the part that made me laugh, and like other people around me laughed was we waited like 40 minutes for drinks. Like I shit you not, I had 40 minutes of this girl doing this. The boxing out didn't happen until like 15 minutes in, and she got her second drink and she immediately threw it on me. So she waited 40 minutes to then throw it on me again. So I started off New Year's Eve drenched in alcohol and completely sober.
That
And
sounds amazing. That sounds like a really nice night.
it got
Yes.
way better after that though, because we found there was a back bar with way less people. Problem solved.
Um,
All right. So, is there anything left in this video here?
There's a sweet
I mean,
swag
I'll,
at the
I'll, I'll
end.
finish playing it.
That guy was totally fat Wolverine. That was a great call.
It was.
This is my favorite. Watch this guy as he walks away after getting held against the wall. It's so good. Oh,
That's it. No, the video just switched. That was the end of it.
oh, wow. There's a guy. If it goes a little bit longer, there's this guy who walks away and he like all his hair is all swaying down in front of him, and he's just kind of like waddling, like fixing his hair, but he just got his shit kicked out of him. It's so good.
So, all right. So this next video is in reference to Dan hadn't seen it. I talked about it yesterday, and Dan hadn't seen it, but I'm curious to see if you had. Is in reference to the video of the girl walking through Manhattan for 10 hours,
Yes,
getting like harassed
I
by
did
people
see
left
that.
and right. You heard about this, right?
Yeah, I saw that
Okay,
one.
so this video is another guy in response to in response to that video. So let's just play it. And
So
then
this is like
we'll
their
talk
video
about
is
it.
biased. This is what actually happens.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
All right, 1 second.
Pig if I say you have pretty eyes. I don't mean I'll be like sexist or anything. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. So everyone's seen the famous New York catcalling video.
Hey, what's up, girl? How you doing?
Lots of reactions. Now, granted, some of those catcalls were inappropriate and should not be tolerated. But some of them...
How you doing today? What's up, beautiful? Have a good day. How are you, smart? Have a nice evening. Nice evening, dog.
That's an inappropriate catcall now? Hey, you have a good day, miss. And here's the thing, she said that this footage was taken over 10 hours with 100 catcalls in New York. That made the highlight reel. She was scraping the bottom of the barrel with "Have a nice day, miss." What do you think the other 80-something catcalls were? It's a compliment. I roll. But is this representative of all women, even most women, even a
This guy comes off as a douche, one way or the other. Regardless of how you feel, he's like definite douche.
gorgeous hair, the bright red. Fine, Howard.
No, I totally agree.
Beautiful smile. I love your hair. I like your glasses. Very nice. Well, you have very pretty eyes. So looking good, ladies. Love the coat.
Looking good, ladies. Love the coat. That's a little too much.
Now, is your birthday December? Would be the perfect stone for your eyes. Would be this. Even worse than "Have a nice day, miss," I actually complimented them on their features. Not one woman was offended or mad. As a matter of fact, when I apologized, I meant that in a non-creepy way.
Oh, thank you.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's great. Thanks. Sorry, sorry. I'm sorry.
Is there anything more creepy than saying that you meant something in a non-creepy way?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Let's pause that for a second, because I agree with you. I think the fact that he's saying I didn't mean to be creepy makes it creepy.
Dan, can you rewind it like half a tick and pause it on this girl's face? Because then you can see how fake she's smiling when she comes back. Like, pause it, like, maybe you let it play and try and pause it, like, as she's saying no thank you. You can't do that?
It's
No,
pretty
you're
hair.
fine. No,
Okay.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks.
Like, it's, she
Sorry,
seems...
I meant that.
That's where it was before.
She seems so disingenuous with like, oh, you're good. Like, it's like one of those things where like, I want you to get away from me.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, keep in mind, too, that he's harassing employees everywhere he goes. So even if they have an issue with what he's doing, they're not going to say anything to him because they're customers.
That's an even better point. That's an even better point. That's way better.
He's also trying to make the point against the video of the woman walking in Manhattan. It would have been different if he also went and walked in Manhattan and did catcalling like live, like she was dealing with, basically, and seeing how women react.
Just on the street. Just on the street to random women. I'm going to be nice to these women, and they're not going to care.
Exactly, because talking to a store employee, you pointed out before when we were just like talking about it, was that they're trying to make a sale. So of course they're going to be nice to you. They're not going to be like, you're a creep. Like, they need to sell you that sweater or whatever it is that they have that this guy's trying to buy right in this video.
Right.
So they're going to be nice to the guy. I mean, even though if they're not interested or if they do find him creepy for saying I'm not creepy.
Yeah, I want to make a point, but let's finish this video and I'll make the point because I think you guys will agree.
In a complimentary way, not a creepy way. I know it's... Okay, good. Thank you. My apologies. I don't mean that in a... I should. I don't mean that in a creepy way. I mean it in a complimentary way. So there you go. Fine, how are you? Oh, you work here. Okay, I thought you were just being friendly. I thought only...
A little both, yeah.
I thought only pretty girls worked here. That's usually the rule. Not that you're not attractive.
I try my hardest.
Yeah, oh, there you go. You have pretty eyes.
I got it.
I didn't mean it in a way that was sexist or chauvinistic.
Thank you.
I mean that as a compliment. Sorry, not as... I don't mean it'll be like sexist or anything. I'm saying pretty smile. Okay.
I didn't take it that way.
Okay, because I'm a
wear
horrible
blue.
pig if I say you have pretty eyes now.
I wear literally blue every day almost. So.
Okay. Okay, there you go.
Perfect for me. You were correct.
She's just like, please spend money on jewelry, you fucking idiot.
Good, thank you. It made her day. You know how much it made her day? She then started rubbing lotion on my hands. Oh.
That's her job, you dickhead.
She's trying to sell you more stuff.
Okay.
Just like rub it in there a little bit.
Okay.
And you'll be able to feel how you...
What a dick.
I felt like I was being sexually exploited. So what does this prove to us at the end of the day?
She wasn't like, let me massage your back. She's like, let me see your grimy, soft hands, because he looks like he would be a man with soft hands.
Hold on. Oh my god. Okay, so here's the point I'm going to make. Everyone nowadays feels the need to shit on what everyone else doesn't or like supports, right? So like when everyone was doing the ice bucket challenge, there's always those people that are like, I'm going to make a video in response to how the ice bucket challenge isn't helpful. Well, what are you helping? Like what? And then there's people like, and I'm a good person because I donated before making this video. Like, you have no idea what they're donating. I think people were just trying to have fun with their friends and also give to a good cause. Like, were there people that...
And raise awareness or whatever.
And it was, because no one was even thinking about it. Then all of a sudden people were dumping ice on their head, so then they have to say it. And every time they say it in each video, and every time you watch one of those videos, the name of the organization or what they're going for is actually going to be brought up. So
I'm sure they made more money than normal.
Yeah,
I think
for sure.
I think there was like statistics that there was more like the most money by like 3 times the amount or something like that. Like but like there seems to be these stupid, like, what was the point of this video other than to say that another video was made? Women like to be complimented. Well, I mean, all women like to be complimented in the right context, right? Like,
exactly.
Dan and I talked about this, and we basically said the only way that you can do this properly is to give the compliment and then immediately have some sort of, continuation to your conversation, or you have to leave.
Yes,
like you have to. It's got to basically not warrant any sort of response. Just, you look nice today. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, you walk up to somebody
But
in the
even
store
then,
and
it's still
say,
fucking creepy.
No, I think an appropriate way to do it, and like I'm not one to ever like compliment anyone random, but I think if you were to do it,
Yeah.
I think the way to do it is like, oh, like that's a really like pretty coat. Like I wanted to get something like that for my girlfriend. Where'd you get it from? Or something like that, where like you're like complimenting to make it seem like you're not being a dick, like you're not insulting her taste, but you actually want to know where to get the coat. Like sometimes if you just walk up to somebody like,
Right.
where'd you get your coat? Like you'd
I mean,
probably some
no
people
one
like
goes up to girls and be like, "Where'd you get your coat?" I mean, if you're gonna go up to a woman, you're gonna be trying to flirt with her. You're not gonna
well, no,
tell her
I was
she has a shitty coat on.
my point is that
That's
people
if
are awkward
it's not
though.
flirting. Compliments that are supposed to be flirting are negative because women don't want to flirt with every fucking guy they talk to. Compliments that are just compliments are different. That's a
true.
nice coat.
In that sense, I think we should keep on trucking. Or isn't there another saying that's kind of popular that we have just recently found out? I think we should let's just watch the
play
video.
this through. It's not very
just
long.
fun. Yeah. So
Keep an eye on the woman's face.
What am I missing right now?
You'll see.
I'm so out of the loop.
ready? 3, 2, 1.
Look on Fox 5 Sky Guardian and then check that 7-day to make your weekend plans.
Takes a tough man to make a tender forecast, Nick.
And I guess that's me.
Keep fucking that chicken.
Okay, I'll do
All
that.
right, when we continue, the lost symbol has found lots of... Keep fucking that chicken.
Okay, I'll do
All right,
Look at her face.
continue. The lost symbol has found lots...
She's so startled.
So there's that. What goes through your head that those are the words that you decide to put together to make a sentence?
My favorite part is that the guy responds, "Yeah, I'll do that."
Up there. That's not a saying.
There's
Nobody says that.
You gotta play it off at that point. You gotta say, yeah, I'll do that. Like, you gotta like keep it so that way people aren't dwelling on what was just said. If you act awkward, then everyone's like, he did say it. You just gotta think
The other
like
guy
he said
played it
pluck.
off really well.
Yeah.
The other guy was super smooth about it. Maybe
Yeah,
I
he was.
will, or whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep fucking that chicken.
Yeah, all right.
Like, all right, bro.
But she didn't. She was like,
She was super stern about it. I mean, that's just not a saying. I mean, like I said, maybe that's like a southern thing that we just don't know about because there's not a lot of
I
farming.
doubt it. I
I
doubt
don't
it, bro.
think it's a thing
I
at
doubt
all.
it, bro.
I think it's like keep on trucking. It's like keep fucking that chicken. You know what I mean? Like you keep going, sir. You do that great job. You're doing a great job. You fuck that
Good.
chicken. You fuck that chicken good.
That makes no
You do the
sense.
fucking-
That's. I mean, that's.
No
You tell me.
sense.
I didn't create the saying.
Guys, I think he was trying to say plucking, right? We can all agree that he was trying to say plucking, not fucking.
Keep plucking that chicken?
Why are you
Right.
plucking the
Maybe.
chicken?
At least that would make sense.
That's
Like keep plucking it. Like keep. I'm doing like a jerk off symbol.
Is that how you fuck your chicken?
Keep
Is that how you
plucking
fuck
it.
your chicken?
This is like the
Pluck that
worst.
chicken.
This is the worst spin-off video of keep fucking your chicken. Keep plucking it.
Plucking the chicken.
All I gotta say is, if you fuck a chicken, it's gonna be pretty pissed off. And this next video, it's very short also, so we'll let it play through. But this is what happens when you fuck a chicken and their boyfriend finds out.
Don't say. Oh my god. It doesn't do anything else but just scream for
That's
30
it.
seconds.
That's
That's
how much chicken.
It's fucking death metal rooster.
Stay out of my pen.
That
Yeah.
might be-
Back off, bitches!
Dude, all the hens did back down too. He's just in a pen, just screaming. What would you do in that situation?
This is like
I
a
mean,
new husband.
This is
Like,
what,
he's drunk again.
what we just
Leave him
witnessed
alone.
in this video is what it was like to be alive like 2,000 years ago. Back when the strongest person ruled the village. That is what
Yeah.
happened when the strongest person got pissed off. Just
Exactly.
screaming in the middle of the town, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because he's
Nope.
just bigger and more strong. Like, and I was gonna say more stronger than you, but let's keep playing videos now.
Just keep kicking the dirt.
Is it a chicken or is it a rooster at this point? I think it's a
It's
rooster.
a
right?
rooster.
So
It's a
it-
rooster. They're
I'm
all
expecting
chickens.
a wake-up
Alright.
call.
So there's roosters that are the boys, there's hens that are the girls, and they're all chickens. I
Yeah.
think.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that's how that works.
Yeah. Like we're humans, but there's boys and girls.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That makes sense. So yeah, he's basically just protecting, like saying, like, yeah, these are mine. Back off, guy with camera.
What is the
Pissing me off.
purpose of this thing? What is?
I don't want to get into chickens. We'll find out later. Or roosters.
What is?
I don't know.
Maybe that's how they make their sound.
You know what they look like? The things from Jurassic Park that spit acid out. That's what that scream was. That was the scream they used to do
Kinda.
before they spit the acid
Yeah.
out. You know? They're like a
They're
devolved
related.
version.
Raptors are related to chickens. I'm pretty sure.
That's. I think you're right. I think over time they turned.
Yeah.
Now we eat them. They used to eat us. Now we eat them.
We're gonna say that's true.
We're gonna say that's true.
That's true thing.
So
But like Fox News, we just say things are fact and move on.
These are facts.
Let's
so the
keep
next
fucking
video
chickens.
is also related to meat.
Just
That's
keep
right.
fucking on chickens.
Why is it a third chicken video?
It's
Who
not
made this
necessarily a
playlist?
chicken video. PJ,
Play
you
the
wanna-
video.
It's a chicken collection. You just fucking ruined it.
No.
You ruined it.
I just want to see the video. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's go. Play the video.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
know what? Yeah, this is how I feel about you right now.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, dinner time.
Excuse me, everyone. Can I ask you to listen to me for a minute, please? I have a little girl. She was very abused for her entire life. She was terrified. She has a very determined look in her eyes wherever she goes. And she
Does any sane person do this?
entire life because of
I'm already depressed.
establishment and because of establishments like it. She was locked away. She was hidden. She had nobody there for her. She was crying. She was scared every single moment. And because her usefulness had run out, she was going to be killed. Someone was going to murder her. And I can see you smiling, and I can see you laughing. But to her, this is not funny. I went in there with other humans, and I took her out of there. And if I hadn't, she wouldn't be with me.
They're all just cannibals that she's talking to.
God, just like all of her sisters, just like everybody who we left behind. And I'm here to tell you today that all of those other girls, but everyone who we left behind, they just wanted to live too. And they deserve their lives. And right now, their eggs and their milk and their bodies
Look at the army that she brought in, by the way.
in this restaurant. And that is so unfair to them. My little girl's name is Snow. And every time you see someone eating somebody else's eggs or somebody else's body, you are going to remember her name. Her name is Snow.
I will eat the fuck out of Snow. I don't give a shit.
This isn't food. It's violence.
It's both.
Places, people, places.
Food. It's violence. Please think of her name every time you see somebody's body on a plate. Her name is Snow, and she just wants to live. Thank you.
And the Academy Award goes to...
Nobody.
Was Snow her
Nobody.
pet that died? Or was who the hell is Snow? You never really.
Snow's are fucking
I don't
the
even
chicken
think
she
Snow's
rescued,
real.
or like whatever.
Snow is a chicken that she made up.
Why is she making
Yeah.
up chickens?
Yeah,
She's got a
No.
You know
It's a
what?
made up chicken.
Can
I
we
can't
talk-
eat made up chicken now.
Can we
I
talk
can't
about the people in the
eat that.
background? The people in the background basically are parents and parents who force their kids to now hate chicken.
Look at all their faces. They're all miserable. Look at all of them. They're all
Just get 'em
completely
all.
miserable.
She was
Just gonna
trying
let
so
them do it.
hard.
And
She
the
was
blue shirt is
trying
so miserable.
so
That's me proud.
fucking.
That's what I look like as a kid.
Unbelievable.
She was trying so hard to cry about these fucking chickens. From the
She
start,
was. She
from the
wanted to
start of the
cry
video,
so
she was
hard,
like,
and she
"If I
did.
keep talking like
It's
this,
Oh, God.
Actually,
chickens."
I pictured doing that video that she was actually just talking to cannibals who were just eating a chili made of of Snow, who was her younger sister, and like there's all these other people,
Child.
and they're just
That's kind of the point, though. That's kind of the point. I think a lot of the pro-vegetarian sort of stuff that's out there is very violent and very graphic because they wanna draw that equation from
It's just
meat to meat.
it's so ridiculous and no one cares. That's the way to sum up like animal rights movements. It's so over sensationalized.
Well, there's parts of it that, like, I mean, all right. So if you're a chicken, because this whole fucking video has been about chickens.
No.
But the whole video has not been about chickens.
No, I'm saying no. I'm saying no to where this.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm saying no to where the direction of this conversation is going. But go ahead. Go ahead and defend your fucking chickens.
What, they live in cages on top of each other, shitting on each other all day. I can understand why you would have a problem with that.
Basically, the problem is that not enough people either know about it, care about it, or want to pay attention to it. So the thing that they have to do is they have to put it in people's faces like this, where it's like, hey, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. Eventually, we'll just get to the point where it's normal and no one really makes a big deal, and it's not like, you're a vegetarian? How do you survive? Like, I don't know, I just made a soy burger today with truffle fries.
I just don't get why you're making a decision and then you have to force your decision on everyone else's because you don't think it's ethical. Like, okay, so I understand, like, they're in shitty conditions, but they're getting killed anyway. I don't know. It's hard for me to have empathy for chickens. I don't want miscare for any animal. I know it sounds terrible, like, oh, if it was a dog, would you care? Like, absolutely, but for whatever reason, when they're being bred for the sole purpose of being killed, do you really care if their 1 week was a little bit better? Is that where we
you can do that? It's not. First of all, it's not a week. Like, chickens take a pretty decent amount of time to grow into, so you can cut them apart and eat them. But like, it's a pretty long period of time of having every day be pretty terrible until you die.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever know death is coming. So as far as I'm concerned, killing them is perfectly fine.
Not only that, but they literally like just put them in grinders and stuff. Not to get graphic, but they literally just dump them out of the cages when they're done with them, and then throw them in a grinder. It's pretty gruesome.
What? They just throw them straight with the feathers and everything?
Yeah, I do know that. They just, I mean, it's what happens when you have a country of what, 300 million people. Like, you gotta find out the most efficient way to get the food out of people. I mean, is there better ways to do it? I'm sure. It's a really gray area that I don't really like to cross
synthetic
into.
meat, Brian? If synthetic meat was legitimate, would you eat it? Like, you could go to the store and buy synthetic meat or chicken?
It was made in a test tube.
If it didn't have any negative drawbacks, I wouldn't care. As long as if it tasted exactly the same, it didn't affect my health in any way. Why would you care? No.
If anything, it would actually probably, they would state that it would promote your health more because at that point they can then add different proteins and vitamins to it. And then we were saying before, basically, was that with the synthetic meat is that you wouldn't have to worry about like the diseases like mad cow disease and foot and mouth disease. I think he said like the flu viruses that travel on birds. You wouldn't have any of those problems basically if it was made in a test tube. But I think it would be very hard to push that for most of like people to actually sit there and eat it.
I think the other movement you're gonna have too is the religious movement because they don't like advances in that because they think you're playing God. Once you start creating things that within this is a whole different conversation, so I don't really want to go down this too far. But once you start debunking their beliefs by creating scientific workarounds, the whole Christian and religious population gets very, very upset. So that's the thing. Like that's gonna be another thing where like people are not gonna want. They're not going to want to approve that kind of funding to do that kind of thing, and I think it's going to be a little bit ways off for that to ever happen.
It's definitely way far down the road. My issue with this video is the level of drama. Like, if you want to go outside and hand out pamphlets that say like these are the facts about how animals are being mistreated and this stuff is really bad, I have no problem with that. But if like you're walking into businesses and setting up these grandiose presentations and bothering people that are just trying to eat their meal, like it's so stupid with fake crying and like a story that's supposed to have a twist behind it. Like it's just it's hokey.
Yeah. Let's move on. Let's end it on hokey.
So basically. Now, we'll switch away from this depressing stuff and we'll switch to something that I saw that I think is really cool and I think should be more common and definitely some more places should set it up or we should even do it, hell. But basically...
What are we doing?
This is a new sport, so I think we should play this. I'm going to play the video now, and we should do this. So we see there's actually a soccer ball also.
I wonder if you still fuck your knees up.
I think just like the bottom of your legs. Oh yeah, your knees are exposed. Just wear knee pads.
I fucking love this music.
Reminds me of like a Mega Man song with a funk twist.
So we will leave it right. Leave it
I
there.
was getting ready to dance again.
So I mean, that looks like a ton of fun. That's all I'm going to say. And,
What other sports? What other sports could you add those things to?
Frisbee.
Better. Frisbee? No,
kidding.
Frisbee's like the only sport that you can add to it. What the fuck, man?
You could do kickball.
You could do kickball.
Tackle kickball.
What
You could
about,
play. What if you could play dodgeball? But there's some people that like maybe aren't in those suits, but the rest of you are just those little things running around trying to avoid getting hit by a dodgeball. I don't know. That could be
that'd be
kinda fun.
cool.
That's like a nerd's.
Because what
like,
you could do is
paradise,
like,
high school.
if somebody was in front of you with that ball, you could just launch yourself into somebody else and try and knock them into the ball. Like I would do that shit all the time. I would just fucking chest bump somebody into a dodgeball. Peace out.
There's not many sports where you pretty much just use
into
your
a
feet.
dodgeball.
I'm already getting like all intense with it. I'm inventing this fun sport now. We call it
Yeah.
You could just do dodgeball, but you use your feet instead.
How much do you think those things are?
That's a good question, honestly. I'm not really sure, but
It can't be more than like $40, right? It's just
Play
a
it
big-
again. Play it again. Is there? There's got to be like a name on them or something.
LoopyBall.
LoopyBall?
LoopyBall.
Google that shit. Find out how much it is.
We can get some loopy balls. I mean, we can.
Brian, you guess an amount, and I'll do over under.
Well, this is an official product. I think it's worth $40, which means it's definitely gonna be worth more because this is America. So I'm gonna go ahead and say $65.
That is a really good over under. I'm gonna say that it's over. That's my guess. Dan, what do you think?
Let's see. Hold on 1 second. The website is actually in German.
Fuck, there goes my corporate America thing. $10, Loopy
That's
Ball.
LoopyBall.
I don't know why they're like Korean, but that's what they are to me in Germany. $10.
Let's see if I can find the actual price. Yeah.
LoopyBall. This video also looks like it's about 10 years old.
You think so?
Yeah, dude.
Look at the spelling of Loopy Ball on the ball on the lower left-hand corner. It's just big.
Loopy.
LoopyBall, made in Germany. Yeah, it's made in Germany.
What's the
I think it's
price
pretty
there?
cool. I want to try it, honestly.
What's the
But
price
basically,
there?
they just have like events kind of, so you just go and you use
Alright,
use them.
there's stuff on Amazon. Hold on.
This is terrible. It's $315.
Wow,
No way.
$315.
No way.
That
Hold
shit's
on.
ridiculous. They're way nicer now. They've got like colors and stuff.
Yeah,
They
those
got
are
like
pretty cool.
colors and stuff. That's fucking
That's pretty
good.
cool. But I think it would be a ton of fun if you get a whole bunch of people to buy them, or if you could just, I mean, if you could open up a place.
Yeah, sure. If
Yeah.
we had like you know
Just
hundreds
open
of
a
dollars
place.
to throw around for fun.
And just have little rooms where people can go in like birthday parties and they just put the balls on and you can just
Yeah.
do whatever you want.
With
And-
trampolines, you could do those plush trampolines.
Oh, that would be cool. Like the big trampoline rooms, but use the ball. You just jump as high as you can and then just land on the ball and bounce.
You know what I want to
Yeah.
do? It's a little off topic, but we're talking about cool ass things to do. What I want to do is like anti-gravity rooms where you just like get launched up in the air and you can fight like Matrix style. Those are fucking sweet.
The ones with the fans in the bottom?
I think so. You basically just go
It's,
flying up in the air.
it's indoor skydiving. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, whatever one that you can basically just fly around in a giant tube.
That's
And
indoor skydiving, actually.
Yeah.
The simulated.
I think that's what you're talking about.
I think they did it on Nitro
Plane.
Circus, and it looked fucking hilarious because they were just like drop kicking each other like in midair.
Well, they have those, and then they also have like the like the no gravity rooms, whatever. Like you're in space, you can also do those. So they have like indoor skydiving, and then they have the rooms with no gravity, so then you just like float around in them.
That's so sweet. I want to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, I think that would be a ton of fun. There was actually, I saw it for the new movie with Matthew McConaughey. What was that? Interstellar.
Interstellar, yeah. Did you see that?
I didn't see it yet, but there's a giveaway for it for people who buy tickets for one flight to space in like 2017 or whatever, when they're doing like the passenger flights into space. It's like you can win a ticket to get on that. If you go see that movie, you can like register and it's like a giveaway. You can like win a seat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Unless it blows up.
I thought about that too. I'm like, well, it's like the first one, so it's like, what if you just go up and you just die?
It's like the first thing to go to space, though. They launch shit to space all the time. It's just their first passenger one, but they still send astronauts in those things.
Yeah, of course. It's just two of those things blew up at the same time.
I mean, look what happened not even a couple weeks ago. One of them blew up. You know?
Oh, I know. I mean, the risk is still going to be there. Rocket travel is still technically it's going to be the most dangerous form of travel because it's the least knowledgeable and experienced in it. Like, there's only so many instances of it taking place, and as they keep trying to push the different limits, that's when you run into shit exploding, and then you learn from it.
Basically. But that was pretty much all the videos that we had for this week.
Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about? We good?
We're good. So I think we had fun. I hope everybody else had fun that's watching, that will watch.
Yeah, we feel about this new format.
You guys like the format?
Feels like we've been doing this the whole time.
Just comment, like, subscribe.
Those three things.
I enjoyed this. This is a good birthday. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna play some League of Legends.
It's Brian's birthday today.
It is.
It's Brian's birthday, so happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Brian!
Tell Brian happy birthday in the comments.
I'm 24, man. I'm an old fucking man.
24. You're 8. You're episode 8.
That's what you are.
Episode 8.
Episode 8. So I think we should end this in a song.
Sing me happy birthday.
I picked a song for us to do it with the new format, and I think we should continue this. And if people have suggestions for songs they want us to play, we'll do it. If not, we're just going to pick fun songs that we enjoy. So here's the song.
Wait, what's this? What's this song for?
This is what we go out to. This is how we end things.
This is a different video! You picked a different video! Look at those feathers. Why she got feathers on her head?
That's a good question. Featherhead.
Cause she's fucking Cher.
She's the original.
Like 20 years ago.
She loves that autotune.
It's because they
this
just
is like
fucking
the first autotune that I remember. I notably remember what is that sound.
C-Pain.
Do you believe in life after love, after love, after love?
She just had a laser beam come out of her head.
I really don't think it's strong enough now.
Do you think they'll pull our videos for using this song?
No.
It's our goal to get kicked off YouTube. Didn't her husband die from skiing into a tree?
Sonny Bono.
Skiing is so fucking dangerous.
Let me just go 300 miles down this mountainside, and let me just go around these little trees with these little poles in my hands and think I'm super cool. I'm gonna die.
I can't hear Brian at all.
Would you consider that a blessing or a curse?
Till next week, guys.
See you later, guys.